The Ripple XRP lawsuit is over. I mean, truth be told, it's been over for quite some time now, but the reason why everyone in the XRP community is now saying this is for two big reasons. One, as we can see, is due to the recent abnormal and untimely 500 million XRP, which is equivalent to roughly $300 million, that was released from the XRP escrow yesterday. The second reason is because apparently there's going to be a settlement deal on the 16th of April. As we can see in this post from Block Bull, it shows the final pre-trial conference, which also means a settlement conference, is due to take place between Ripple and the SEC on the 16th of April. So understandably, speculation is circling of an imminent settlement deal, and I do agree. However, it's not for these two reasons. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to keep you informed and up to date. But as we can see in this post from Ashley Prosper, correction, there is no settlement conference scheduled on the 16th of April, and the XRP escrow unlock has now been explained. And we can confirm this. The scheduled event on the SEC's website on the 16th of April has nothing to do with Ripple and XRP. This image that I've taken from the Crypto Barbie is actually in reference to a pre-trial against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen before the SEC dropped that case. And in reference to the escrow unlock, there was an error. Only 500 million XRP was unlocked on April 1st, the 1st of this month, as opposed to the 1 billion XRP quota. So that effectively and unfortunately confirms that there is not going to be a settlement on Tuesday, April 16th. But I wasn't clickbaiting you or lying to you when I said that I do believe this lawsuit, this case is over, and that a settlement isn't coming. Why? Well, because the SEC is losing face and continue to take on one embarrassing defeat after the next. The Second Circuit already said no SEC disgorgement because there was no financial loss, meaning the SEC will not be getting the $2 billion they want from Ripple. Ripple also announced the release of a stablecoin in a very timely manner, as stablecoin regulations are finally starting to take shape in the United States. But furthermore, Ripple has set a precedent for the rest of the crypto industry to stand up and fight Gary Gensler. Coinbase just made a brilliant move, checking the king, or in this case, checking Gary Gensler by seeking an interlocutory appeal, which is the very same thing the SEC tried to do against Ripple. So if the SEC believe that they are right and they will beat Coinbase, and if they had any integrity, which is a bit of a stretch, I know, but if they did, then they would accept the interlocutory appeal, and then Coinbase, just like Ripple, will wipe the floor with the SEC. But it's not just Coinbase. As we can see in this video from XRP Drops, if the SEC tries to bring this case against Uniswap, the largest decentralized exchange in the world, they will lose. Listen very closely.
Since the news about this Wells notice against Uniswap Labs has gone out, that a lot of people are saying that this, is like, at least for crypto, the best company that the SEC could have chosen. So can you talk a little bit about how you think things will go based on the fact that Uniswap is, first of all, so widely used, so successful, and has a huge war chest?
Sure. I don't know exactly why they think it's the best company for them to choose, but if I had to guess, it's probably because Uniswap Labs is a good actor. They are working on, or they have released a protocol that hundreds of thousands of people use, that there is over $1 billion in trading volume every day, that people are building on who have no connection to each other, that it is truly decentralized. And of course, they are in a good position to defend any allegations that get thrown their way. I think it was very clear from their statements on social media yesterday that they expected this. They are not surprised. Of course, they're disappointed, but they are ready to fight. And like I said earlier, I think if the SEC brings this case, they will lose. I do not think the facts are on their side. I think that the nature of the Uniswap protocol, the nature of even the UI, they simply do not meet the definitions of an exchange, a broker, or a dealer under the Exchange Act. So I do not think that the SEC is going to prevail here.
In the words of William Shakespeare, all the world's a stage. And with all these public defeats, the SEC is being put on blast around the world that they are arbitrary and capricious and have no idea what they're doing. This is why Ripple has already won and will get a settlement deal very soon. The SEC has stifled crypto and therefore America's innovation for far too long. And as we can hear from Rob Grant, Ripple's Vice President of Global Policy, 80% of companies' growth, and it's not just growth, also investors, have been offshore, not by choice, but thanks to the SEC and US regulations.
But lately, since the litigation was brought against us, our growth has been 80% outside the United States in terms of headcount. We've opened office after office with investment, with developers then moving there to work on different aspects of what Ripple is doing, as well as what the XRP Ledger is doing. And you see that. That's economic investment. That's hiring. That's all the things that some of the congressmen talked about here that they want to see, right? And we're taking that all.